Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the canyon. Welcome back to, I don't know, okay. So, standard quick view format. If you've been here, you're familiar. Recently, we tested the fake Dravtech, the proper fake Dravtech, which were sold under the Fimonda label, available only on Amazon, on AliExpress. It's the only place I've ever seen them, and I think Fimonda deals exclusively out of AliExpress. They make some good stuff, they make some bad stuff, it's all over the place. Amazon has a list of brands which are nearly properly named Kuwu, Mohiro, Ghoul RC. These sorts of brands. RC Lions. RC Lions has offered up for us, RC Boys with a Z. Could have sworn it was RC Lions. The greasy bag is right here. Luckily, it's a bag within a bag, because to satisfy my own curiosity, RC Boys are selling what absolutely certainly appear to be the fake Dravtech. And yes, they are absolutely filthy with mineral oil. So, are they the same thing? Well, here's one thing I can tell you. I have already taken the spring off of one because I wanted to rate it. They come with two sets of springs, a skinny and a heavy. They are the exact springs that accompany the Fimonda. They are identical in every way. 1.2 pound and 2 pound, both 40 millimeters long. And thanks to the wonders of international quality controls, these are actually both 40 millimeters long. Well, one is 40 and one is 39.99. The others were kind of, yeah. So quality control is all over the place. So despite the fact that these appear effectively identical to the ones that we got from AliExpress, these are from Amazon and ordered for more than one reason. One, we want to find out, are they the same? So can we just get them more quickly and easily from Amazon.com? And secondly, these came $20, $19.96 for 4. Now, I'll tell you already, it looks almost worse. Like, that's more. It looks like more. So, we're going to do this one a little more quickly. We've been through this process before. I'm going to strip it down. We're going to look at the bits, and we're going to see, for us here in the U.S., is this an even cheaper base for us to build a set of shocks off of? Could be. I should have shown this before I moved other things into place. There we are. There's there, and there is there. They are cosmetically identical to the Fimondas, and 87 millimeters center of eye to center of eye, which is exactly what the orange Fimondas that are installed for long-term testing on baseline work out to be. Yeah. The first one of these I dialed on was worse than this one. All I can assume is they must have some sort of mechanical apparatus done in the factory to allow them to thread the rod ends on, because the other one was dialed on and then so there's a bunch of plastic clogging all the threads. Like it was already stripped out in the package. Now the C-clip looks different already. Let's see how much juice. Oh, yeah, we're gonna double up. All the parts are identical. Oh yeah. I'm so glad that I'm obscuring it with my hand. Wait, I want to keep it a secret. Don't. Okay. All right. So, all right. I've popped the shaft out of the body, out of frame, because it's too good. It's too good. What we need to do is we need to see how close are we talking. Yeah, there's that 10-1. Are we minus? Yeah. 10 between 10-1 and 10-2 on the bore. they're pretty even, right? Should be around 11, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. 9.5. So that's a little small. Okay, they're not the same. They're the same, but they're not the same, because the measurement is ever so slightly different from the orange-bodied one. Not unexpectedly, this is real. This is relevant, real deal from Deluxe. Yeah, no problem. Same threading, goes on no problem. But this body is a slightly different measurement than the orange one. Let's pop out the quote unquote bladder. Yeah, these are the same, and odds are very strong. Yeah, that these came off the same machine on the same line, but the quality control is exactly what you would expect it to be. Also, the clip looks different. The clip is different. The other clip was not as wispy as the Traxxas clips. I threw them all away. I didn't save one. But I can illustrate a Traxxas. So this is the clip for a big bore. If I can get this O-ring off of it. I mean, I think you can see the difference there. And I think we have no, I used up all my bladders. I can't show you a Traxxas bladder, but this is grotesquely oversized. It needs to be smaller than this diameter, so they basically don't work. They can't be used as bladders. I ordered this set, and it didn't even occur to me I should order a set. And also, oh yeah, okay. So we're talking about the same set. Let me get this apart the rest of the way, and then we'll get to the funnest of the fun. So we've got an outer cap, we've got an inner seal, got another inner seal, and that's it. Yeah, that's exactly the same. No spacer between the two O-rings, so they're going to leak. And they're going to leak way more than that, because let me grab another little greasy feller. Wimp, womp, wimp, womp. Like, that's a lot. And you know why that's a lot? Because we talk about the relationship between the bore and the piston. You generally want that to be about 0.1, 0.2 millimeters in gapping. I feel like we have a little bit more than that. That is basically a 7 millimeter 5-slot piston. So not holes, but slots. This is smaller than... I have to try to find them. There we go. Here is the... Let's put it there so you can see it. That is a high-flow piston from a Traxxas GTS shock, which is... So, when they assembled these, they took the shafts from knockoff Traxxas GTS shocks and installed them into knockoff, basically big bore bodies, closer to Dravtech's. So we've just got an assemblage. 40 millimeter shaft, that's fine. The other ones, well, what was it? 40.6. The other ones were 41 and change. So, I mean, it's a different shaft. As you can see, this is a Traxxas takeoff shaft. You can, I mean, just the quality difference is definitely there. And these are the economy Traxxas shafts. And that'll get you out to about 95 millimeters, I figure, in the overall length. So I'll do the same treatment on these and assemble them using Traxxas parts. But I'm going to have to, oh no. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to make an A-main order because I have pistons. I'm just going to use Traxxas 3-hole. And this is foolhardy. This is foolhardy. Let's see if we can assemble if we can get one piston mounted so that we can see what kind of tolerance we've got. So the only thing I'll be short on these is bladders. Oh. Watch a person with banana hands, with real ape mitts, try to operate 3mm E-clips. Okay, that's on. Get this guy in there. Second one's always easier than the first one because we can kind of do this. There we go. That's a proper piston, and this is a big bore alternate piston. They come with 2 holes and 3 holes, so we have a 10mm piston. So the gapping, I will, no, we gotta. It would be lovely if I could just disassemble these down to a decent level of disassembly and just throw them in my ultrasonic. But my ultrasonic is filled with super clean, and super clean will eat your anodization for lunch. So, get that 10.1-ish. Oh, yeah. And that's the amount of wiggle we get with no seals in it. So, yeah, so the big bore piston is a phenomenal fit. So, I can't give these any more of a strike than I gave the Famandas. It is hilarious that they come with these, and these shafts do appear, I mean, they don't feel like they weigh anything. So they are definitely of a lower quality, but we're talking about a $20 price point here. So you're going to have to buy $10 worth of the Traxxas big bore pistons, and $10, 2 rebuild kits and 2 piston kits will cost you $10. So far we're at $30. And you can get shock shafts. I know the nitrided ones are $10 a pair. So you'd still be at $50. So we're still talking real cheap. It's the same story with the Famandas as with the RC Boys. All of the internals just need to be thrown away. The springs are fine. The housings are fine. The rod ends are fine. You might have some stripped out ends depending on how angrily they were assembled. But other than that, yeah, this is a fake Dravtech. So we can put a seal, and we'll do the small spacer because I don't think there's enough room for the big spacer. I can't recall 100%. And then we'll do another seal. Usually I get these out with a tool because, again, the monkey hands. And then the outer seal is the big one. These all come in the Traxxas parts. This is the easy, lazy way to assemble. Put those down in there. Drop that guy over. Usually easier to do it with the tool in place first. Let's see if I messed up. No, we're all right. So I can't fill these with oil as I don't have bladders, but yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Not that much. Yeah, it's not bad. And the seal kits come with different spacers and shims. You could try, I would do shim O-ring, and then the outer, which would give you the 3 plastics, which would hold this better in line. It definitely feels, it feels a little better than the orange one. So $20 for the RC Boys until they figure it out and start charging more. And they really come loaded down with mineral oil. So clean them out as best as you can. I generally just put a little squirt of alcohol in there, wipe it out with a swab, put them together. So they are every bit as viable as an option as the Famandas. I recognize for global customers. This is what I missed during the quick junk view of the Famandas, is I think like an American, which is I'm like, I got to wait 2 to 3 weeks for these. I got to go through all this work to do it. I forget that most of the world is far better off ordering from AliExpress. They get it cheaper. It's far, far, far cheaper for most of you out there to buy Famandas and put them together than it is to order Dravtechs. So I got a little, I was definitely a little bit over American in that quick view. So yeah, like I said, I would buy the others instead at $20 a set. And then I have a set of shafts over there. So I have to buy $5 I have to buy two sets to get bladders. So $5 and these shocks. And I had a stack of those things, but I keep rebuilding shocks using all Traxxas seals, so I've burned through them all. RC Boys fake are not, they're no worse, because on the other ones, the pistons were undersized, and on these, the pistons are really undersized. We have a 7mm piston inside of a 10mm shock bore, which would render these just completely unusable without ordering the Traxxas stuff. But the build quality is close enough as to be identical. It's just every measurement is off by just the tiniest little bit. Nevertheless, it's going to fit all the Dravtech springs, SE springs, mini T springs. So even if you don't own springs, and you can get I'd say run the shafts until you bend or break one. You're into these shocks, including springs, for like $40. That's if you own that's if you want to change springs. Otherwise, it's $30, and you're ready to rock. And that's domestic US, which is pretty cheap for us out here. And these would have to go up there near the top as best Amazon shock, because while they require a bunch of work and a bunch of pieces to be discarded, they're still $5 a shock. And it's worth the $5 for the cup, the cap, the body, and the springs. So think of it more of like these shocks come in kit format. They are unusable out of the package, but they can be made usable inexpensively and easily. Tall Susan will drop down to low Susan now. And I will thank you so much for watching this one. I said it was going to be quick. I thought it'd be quicker. Anyway, we end up where we end up. I have another set of shocks to build up. These are probably going to go on the Raptor build for those who are following that sort of thing. They're kind of perfectly suited to it. I look forward to seeing you in whatever we come up with next. This was as impromptu as they get, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.